What up? What up? Sorry, I had to get my life together. I got on. I wasn't really ready. And then I had to get ready. Stay ready, and we got to get ready. It's your boy, Director Chill, Slapping TV. What's happening? Yes, we're going to get right to it. We're not going to wait any time. Turn it down a little bit. All right. Yes, everybody, just so you know, my name is Director Chill. This is Slapping TV. And it's good to see you guys, man. Happy Friday. Hope your New Year's starting off dope. Man, without further ado, and this is a live stream for all you guys who are watching it after the fact. But yes, this is a live stream. We'll be taking a live call today. Miami has a new offensive coordinator, Dan Enos. Offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, Alabama. We're definitely going to get into it, man. We're going to let some more people get up in here. Let me get a little more logic. I'm about to pull up my stats. I want to hear what everybody has to say about what's going on. Let's see. Alabama. Alabama has lost 4 offensive coordinators now. Or four coordinators. Yes. Y'all go ahead and get up with me. Director Shield. Let's go ahead and get it started, people. I got my stuff in chat. You guys can donate, like, subscribe, comment. If you have not, please do. I want to bring some standings, some rankings. What up, peeps? Y'all go ahead and put it in the chat for me one time. Let me know who I'm talking to. Let's see. I got to see this right here. Dan Enos, offensive coordinator. Alabama is now the offensive coordinator at Miami, and I do believe Jalen Hurts will be a U as well. I'm turned up, man. I'm not even playing with you guys today. Jalen Hurts is at Maryland today, and he will be visiting Miami this week. So I can guarantee he's not going to take that Miami coaching or Miami quarterback job, definitely until he at least comes down to see us. As soon as he does come down to see us, I think it's going to be stupid ridiculous. Who we got in chat, man? What's happening? Director Chill, I ain't seen you in a few days. Pulling up some stats. Also, we got Buffalo wide receiver KJ Osborne. He is transferring to the Miami. I'm gonna be stupid. Here's funny though. KJ Osborne and Jalen Hurts both were number 2. So who's getting the number? Yes. I got the shot glass. Got my shirt. Got my hat. And got my cup. Ain't no soda in this guy. You know how I do it. We will be talking about, man, it's so crazy. First off, I got a source. A buddy of mine that I used to work with at the bar. His dad was an alumni from Alabama. But anyhow, through him and another source, I kind of put 2 and 2 together that Alabama alumni actually was shocked that Enos left. And actually, Paul Feinbaum, the guy I do not like, who says Miami fans are ridiculous, also confirmed that they thought that Dan Enos was going to be the coach in waiting after Nick Saban. So Nick Saban loses his 4th coordinator. Miami gets their 1st coordinator in 4 years, real coordinator. And KJ Osborne. Who's going to wear number 2? Who's going to wear number 2? Is it going to be Jalen Hurts? Oh, that's sick. My wife's working on some Miami stuff. She's doing some test runs. I like it. She did it on one of my old white tees. Let me see it. I'm gonna show you guys. She's real crafty. She literally just made this. That's dope. I'm wearing it on the next show, by the way, or the new updated version of it. I think I might have her do it in black, actually, on one of my black shirts. We're gonna have a call in from my boy Mike Steves. Thanks, babe. My boy Mike Steves gonna call in. We're gonna turn up. It's Friday night. Ain't no college football on. Ain't no NFL on. I think there's basketball on. Ain't nobody got no money to drink. because you spent it all last week and paid rent. Again, I'm Director Chill Supping TV. I do have my stuff in donation up. You guys, please let me know who you are in chat. I love it when you guys um, talk to me. Talk to me. So I want to know what you guys think. Um, did we do a good hire or a bad hire? I mean, who is satisfied? I know that we really didn't have Enos on the radar. Enos on the radar. We were talking about the Clemson offensive coordinator, but at the same time, I also said that when it came to Clemson and Alabama, you really wouldn't hear anything till after the national championship game, which was on Monday, and saw how that turned out. And I think some of you guys were with me on that one. So yeah, last year Alabama on average scored over 50 points a game, over 500 points per game. Um, and I still think though the thing that we're really going to have to, I know everybody going to get excited, and I don't want to tell everybody to calm down on their horns or anything like that. But I will tell you this: we still need an offensive line. Don't think just because he comes in, we're going to have that type of team, because we do not have that type of Alabama offensive line. They said today that all five on their line were 4 and 5 star players, which I mean, none of us are really surprised about that. So, um, but yeah, anybody mad, disappointed? Anybody wanted anybody else? Uh, I mean, I know I actually had some different coordinators on the last live stream. We talked about Brian Wright, which is the offensive coordinator at Toledo. We talked about, here's a funny thing. We talked about Major Applewhite at Houston, and we also talked about Larry Fedora at North Carolina. And for the most part, everybody said it's probably a slim chance that we get either one of those offensive coordinators um, who have played or been a head coach and that would want to come to Miami. And I said that would kind of be like a step down because they're head coaches. And it's so funny and ironic that I say that, because now you've got Dan Enos, and he's been at Alabama. Well, he was at Alabama this year. Okay. He did do a lot of work with Jalen Hurns. So basically, it's kind of the point that either he's going to, either um, he was one of the coordinators that believed in Hurns and Hurts and wanted to keep him in, or he was the coordinator that wanted him to bench him. So that really could make or break if we get Hurts. I mean, anybody think we getting Hurts? Let me know something in chat. I know it's a little slow right now in chat. 7 6 people. I know a lot of other of the bigger YouTubers got stuff going on, but I still like doing stuff for my channel. Like you guys, love you guys, and my family. Um, so yeah, let me know. I got 6 in the chat. Talk to me. We're gonna have Mike Steves on here, coach from the Florida area and a diehard Miami fan. So he discusses a lot of stuff. He actually will be going over um, a lot of the offensive stuff as far as what Dan Enos does. I actually saw I watched the first quarter offense only of the Louisville game, and they run a little bit of everything. I saw some spread, I saw some pistol, I saw a lot of shotgun, a lot of shotgun read. They had some design plays for um, a lot of design plays for the quarterback as well. Um, and as we get into it, like I said, I want to know you guys' comments. You guys let me know. Um, as we get into it, uh, I want to thank all the fans that have been coming and subscribing to me. I know I'm one of the newer YouTubers. Um, I am a director. I do video editing for movies and small films. Director of photography. So I'm like a cameraman slash director. It's kind of weird how that works. Um, we got some shirts that we're working on. So my wife is trying to design the idea for the slapping TV shirts, and it basically is going to be slapping you. So it's going to be the U and then slapping on it. So slapping you with the Miami color. So she's doing some work on that, some design stuff right now as we speak. Um, I'm going to be doing some more stuff where I'm going to have you guys video conference call me, so everybody can see. Um, Also, I got a lot of giveaways, music, shirts, hats. We got a lot of stuff coming up for you guys. Brandon, welcome to the page. Brandon Took says Jalen Hurts got to be coming to the U after this hire, I agree. Um, Brandon, it's so crazy that the fact that we got honestly an offensive coordinator that everybody that was outside the link besides Manny would probably say that we didn't have a chance of getting. But Manny said that was already his number one and the number four guy. Oh, you good, Mike? You good? I actually got off and got back on because I had to get my attire on. I don't think everybody would appreciate it. I had a white tee on, so I swapped it out. Um, but anyhow, yeah, Jalen Hurts, he's at Maryland today. They said he will be in Miami this weekend. So I'm guessing he's leaving either tonight or in the morning and coming down to Miami. I think as soon as he gets to Miami, it's a wrap. Those are the only two visits he had for this weekend. So I honestly think Jalen Hurts, we get him. The only way, no problem, Mike, no problem at all. The only way I say we don't get Jalen Hurts is if Enos was one of the ones who wanted to bench Hurts for Tua. But if he was on Team Hurts, or at least I know from a source that I have, an alumni that said that Enos worked a lot with Hurts as far as like trying to get him to be ready and prepared to play, as you saw in the Georgia game. Um, so I honestly I think that if he wasn't anti Hurts, I think we get him. I mean, I'm just that serious. The offense is going to be pretty much the same. I mean, Manny Diaz is not an offensive guy. He's not going to touch the offense as long as they're productive. Um, Shinny Mac 88. I hope I said that right. It brings an OC that is from a winning program overall and a great addition to the staff. It would be interesting to see who he adds. Honestly, I want to see that too. My biggest thing is offensive line. Um, Yeah, I want to see offensive line. I know everybody is hype about Alabama and how they run their offense, but I will say this: look at Alabama's offensive line compared to ours. So don't expect that it's going to be immediate turnaround, even though we probably have the same skill caliber players they do, because half of their skill players are from the state of Florida. Um, Brendan Took said, "You think we lose Jaron Williams if he trans? If Hurts transfers?" Mike says yes. I'm not entirely sure with that. No, you know what? I just thought about he transfers. Reason why I would say I wasn't entirely sure of that, but he already wanted to transfer anyway. Um, the thing about Hurts is we got him for 1 year. But here's the thing though. We got him for 1 year. We will have him. I'm saying I'm look, I'm speaking this into existence. We're gonna have him for 1 year, but we're gonna have him for 1 year with the offensive coordinator and offensive scheme that he already knows. Literally, we could run the same exact plays as Alabama and not have to worry about it all season until we play Clemson and then whoever we do and the college football players if we make it. So yeah. Uh so who would I bet the future on right now? Oh, I'm betting on Hurts. Yeah, I'm betting on the future as in like tomorrow, as in spring game, as in summer game, as in fall, as in first game of season. I'm putting it on Hurts. Yes, Tate does have to sit a year, but that would be dope. We honestly could get both. Honestly, I could honestly see because Tate honest already has to sit a year. I could see Tate going where Hurts goes. For instance, if Hurts ends up at Miami, I could see Tate going to Miami just for the fact that he already knows he's got to sit out a year. He's going to see what Jalen Hurts can do under the system, and then boom, he steps in there like swimwear, and then that gives us 2 years predicting ahead of time, which most likely will end up losing our offensive coordinator in 2 years. We'll discuss that in a little bit. Me and Mike are going to talk about that in a second. Like I said, we're just waiting to get about 30 subscribers, so we will discuss that a little bit further as the time span and how long we think the offensive coordinator is going to stay. Um, but yes, if we can get Hurts and get Tate, then that means we would honestly be set for 3 years. Because Tate, if I believe, he's got to sit out a year, so he will have 2 more years left. Yeah, and we'll have this year with Jalen Hurts, which will work out dope because he already knows the offense. Um, I want to welcome everybody to the page. I know it's a little slow getting started today, but I'm glad everybody's here. I'm Director Chill, Slapping TV. We're gonna have Mike Steves on soon. Um, Um, we're going to be taking a live call from Mike Steves. Mike Steves has been researching what the Dan Enos offense actually entitles. So we'll be getting there. I did put my information in chat for donations if you guys can. If you will, I really appreciate it. We're trying to grow this page. This page has only been up since July. Yes, Tate is tiny. Nathan Diaz is right. Tate is tiny. He looks like a 5'8". I like that. Yeah, we'll get on. Yeah, I was looking at the white shirt. Um, Tate is tiny. I like his footwork, but it's hard to say I like the footwork of a short dude because if you're short, how can you not have footwork? Um, Brandon Took says, I think Jaron can beat both of them out, honestly. I think Hurts in a new offense for 1 year, it will be better than Jaron will be next year, but I still believe that Jaron can beat out Tate. So I'm 50-50. I mean, if that makes sense. Like, definitely, definitely. Who's not happy about the hire? I mean, I know we all discussed it, and a lot of people said, I mean, we'll take any offensive coordinator from Clemson or Alabama. But is anybody disappointed? Let me know in chat. Oh yeah, Hurts. Let me tell you, we're not gonna get Jalen Hurts and do not start him because he only has 1 year. We got to start him. The only way we would not play him is unless he gets hurt. That's kind of funny. I should knock on wood. Hurts. If Hurts gets hurt, that's the only way we don't start him. I mean, I think it's gonna be hands down. Oh yeah, Nathan, I agree. He's not gonna go anywhere that he doesn't start. I think at the same time he can go to Maryland and start, but also Maryland is not a. Yeah, I know, Mike. I'm knocking like I'm a. I do not want Hurts to get hurt, but man, if we keep Jaron Williams and Hurts gets hurt and Jaron is the next Tua, ah, I'm just seasoning my salt. Um, so you never know. Yeah, Tater's small though, like we said. How we know our new offensive coordinator isn't a product of the system. He's only been at Bama 1 year. He was at Arkansas 3 years prior as offensive coordinator. He was the head coach at Michigan State for a minute. A minute was I want to say 8 years. I know that seems a little crazy that I'm bringing this up, but I am pretty sure that he was a head coach for a minute. So yeah, um, if our offense, how do you know our new OC isn't a part of it? I mean, as far as talent goes, yeah, we already know that we're going to be subpar as far as Alabama because they have a lot of 4 and 5 star players. But at the same time, Miami, most of those players come from Miami. So it's the same caliber players. And like Diaz said, if you can play in Miami and you're a 3 star, you can play anywhere and be a 5 star. I know. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I had me a quick here earlier. Um, he had the fourth best offense when at Arkansas. That's what Nathan Diaz said. So, like I said, uh, he knows how to win. He knows how to coach. Now, you can say what you want to, but everybody knows Nick Saban. If you cannot coach and you're not dedicated, he will get rid of your ass. You ain't got to worry about finding a new job because you will be on unemployment list. And they were, like I said, Alabama alumni were very surprised. And I talked to 3 alumni. Well, I talked to alumni and his son, and then I talked to a buddy of mine that I know, and he said the same thing, Alabama fan. So they were all surprised that they thought Enos was going to take over the program after Saban left, which could be like a double whammy. I want to. I want to kind of throw this a little bit of salt in there. You got Clemson, you got Alabama, right? So if you think about the pedigree and the talent from both teams, correct? And then you pull an offensive coordinator out of there. And I don't want us to get too excited, but let's say you pull that quarterback, polished quarterback, polished. I mean, polished like Ken Dorsey was. We haven't had a quarterback as polished as Jalen Hurts if he comes to Miami since Ken Dorsey. And I do mean polished under a totally different system. Polished. Okay. Bring them together. I honestly think we could be building a 1 year dynasty. And I know dynasty in 1 year is that's a what is it? It's a contradiction, right? It's oxymoron, right? But we could be dealing with a 1 year situation where everybody comes together and they make Miami as best as they can be for 1 year. We might get 2 or 3 years out of Enos. Manny Diaz, I don't think he's going anywhere, especially with what he's brought. If there is some way that all this coming together does not work for Miami, I don't know what to tell you guys. In other words, I'm putting my money on the Canes. And you know what? I'll say it right now here first. You heard it here first on Slapping TV. I am putting, I'll put $1,000 in the Canes win the Coastal next year. That's $1,000 just on the Coastal that we win our division. Just with what we have now. Let me see. Nathan Diaz, the new OC, better play to the talent. Well, that's the thing, Nathan. You gotta think the year before and see. All right, so a lot of people, a lot of us are not Alabama fans, or if you're Alabama fan, let us know. But a lot of us aren't, right? So a lot of people didn't realize how Alabama went from running all those years, and then this year all of a sudden they start throwing the ball. Well, guess what? Your answer is Dan Enos. He has been offensive coordinator at Alabama for 1 freaking year, and Nick Saban trusted him enough to stop pounding the ground and running the ball to throw that bitch down the field. And they average, I think at the end of the season, they probably average like 50 or 45, 60 points, 50 points a game. So, let's see. Let me see. Brandon took, to me, his arm talent is limited. If Brad Kai had good coaching, he would be. Brandon, I can't disagree with that. Brandon says if Brad Kai had better coaching, he'd have been better than Hurts. My only differential I would give you for that, Brad Kai was small and he was afraid to run out of the pocket. Those are the two things I ever had on Brad Kai. He reminded me of RG3. Let me see, for him to leave Alabama, he must really believe in what Manny is putting together. I agree. He's got to. He's got to agree. And Manny's improving, but you know there are a lot of coaches out there that are unproven. Dabo Sweeney 10 years ago was unproven. How about all of us cheering for the ACC last week from a coach a decade ago that was unproven? He was an offensive coordinator under the other Bowden, Terry Bowden, right? Bobby's son, went to Clemson. They looked all right, didn't do that good. Brought him up as offensive coordinator. I think 6 games. He was 4-3, or 7 games. He was 4-3. They hired him on as head coach. Boom. So, what do you mean? Arm talent, kid throws. Oh, I didn't. Hold on. What did I miss about arm talent? To me, his arm talent. Oh, it's limited. Whose? Whose? Honestly, Brad. I mean, Brandon. This is my opinion. If we can say N'Kosi Perry, we can say Jalen Williams. Yeah, we can say Jalen Williams, and we can also say Jalen Hurts. Hurts. All three of them. None of them, I believe personally, is has a weak arm. I think all of them have strong arms. I think the decision making, that's the difference. Hell, and you guys might thrash me. Malik Rozier can throw the ball. He is just inaccurate like a motherfucker. Go look at Malik Rozier throw 60-yard passes. He can throw 60. He can't hit a fucking broadside of a barn. For you young kids, y'all don't know what that means, but you know what I'm saying. So Hurts is, I mean, Brandon. So let me get into this. Brandon, who would you like? I mean, like I said, I like Perry, but I just don't feel like he's 100% dedicated. I like Jaron Williams. I think he might be a little tapped out right now, especially if we get hurt. I think he might be tapped out. I think he might not want to hear anything. But who do you think, Brandon, that would be our guy? And everybody else in chat, by the way. I mean, let me know. I'll give you our top 3 quarterbacks: Perry, Hurts, Williams. You guys let me know what you want. I'm going to repost the Instagram information for you guys. Please donate if you can. Like, subscribe. I want to see Jaron Williams. Brandon says he likes Jaron Williams. Does not matter the quarterback if the O line play sucks. Nathan, I agree with you. I would have to say not 100%. I would say 65%, Nathan. I agree with that. Nathan says does not matter the quarterback if O line play sucks. And there's, like I said, 60, I give you 60, 65% why I believe the quarterback can still help with the play. Anybody else? We got Williams, we got Perry, and we got Hurts. JPH. Let me see something. Let me do something. And you guys, please donate, man. We actually working on some new stuff. Oh, Mike, I'm gonna be taking your call, and me and the wife called. I'm gonna get a new computer tomorrow. I like Perry. He just ain't ready to lead us. That's my thing about Perry. He's not ready to lead. He's a quarterback, man. I will, and someone said, I don't really get into that stuff, but it was none of you guys, but someone said something about one of the videos I did, and I said, I will give everybody. I was a quarterback. I mean, I was a wide receiver, and I was like pre done. I was like, throw me the ball. I ain't blocking. I'm dead ass. I was 6'4", 200. I ran a 4.5 640, which isn't really fast. This is 2001, and I did ask. Looked at the coach, said, I want the fucking ball. But you know what? I ain't a quarterback. Quarterbacks, man, you hire them to a little higher level. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I like Perry. Give me Hurts. Oh, MD. Oh, NMD TV. If you guys have not subscribed to his channel, NMD, I actually watched your video right before I went on because I don't know if you got a new logo or I wasn't liked or subscribed to your stuff, but hey, I like your channel, man. NMD TV. You guys check them out. Perry. I mean, we have a young team next year. Right now, we're at the pot. Well, no, not anymore. 2 weeks ago, when I made this, we were actually only going to have one upperclassman wide receiver. Hey, thanks, NMD. We were only going to have one senior or one upperclassman wide receiver. I got my notes right here. I keep on my notes. So when Lawrence Cager left, we were gonna have where's my guy? Oh my God. Harley. Mike Harley, 5'9", 160 was going to be our only upperclassman. Now we have KJ Osborne from Buffalo that'll be on there. And I'm not sure if we have another guy on there. Oh, also, I'm thinking that they're going to put DJ Dallas at receiver. He'll be upperclassman. Now give us 3. And you guys, we are actually going to get rid of taking Carter, be the most wanted free agent in college West. What up, Winston? Yes, we are looking at a wide receiver from USC. I think. Are you talking about? Hold on. I thought that guy was a. I know he's from Bishop Garwin, but I thought he was a cornerback. I think I know you're talking about, but yeah, that's Bubba Bolden. He's a safety. He's from USC. Oh, that's crazy. Guess what number he wears? Guess what? Bubba Bolden, USC, which he's on JUCO now, so he can play immediately. Um, KJ Osborne, Buffalo, wide receiver, he can play immediately. And Jalen Hurts, who can play immediately. They all wear number 2. Are there any number 2s? Are there any other number 2? Matter of fact, can anybody just research all the number 2s that are going to transfer? What up, Jamie? Right, I'm glad everybody came up to the page. It started off a little slow. Rendell Grimes. I'm talking about well, Bubba Bolden wears number 2. KJ Osborne wears number 2, and Jalen Hurts wears number 2. Oh shit, and Trajan Bandy. Man, we can only have 2 on offense and 2 on defense. So we can do actually we can make we can have 1 on offense and 1 on defense. So Jalen Hurts and Bandy at number 2. Yes, please you guys please like and subscribe. Thank you, Bville Kane. I'm trying really hard to get this channel up and running. I'm one of the newer YouTubers out here. I do a lot of stats and stuff. I play football. I am dedicated Miami Hurricane fan. He's a sophomore wide receiver, so he really and Harley. Yeah, Harley wears number 3, so we ain't gonna worry about Harley, but he's gonna be our sure. I think he'd be a good slot receiver. I like them tall boys though. Yes, yes, yes. Randall Grimes. Is he transferring? It's so crazy. I mean, I'm trying to think. There was a time. That's crazy. I'm sorry. Let me pause. I just scrolled down and 247sports.com a day ago reported that T. Martin likely to be Miami next offensive coordinator. I'm telling you, this stuff comes out so fast and it'd be like so much stuff that you won't even believe. Like, that's why it's so hard to keep up with this shit, you guys. I mean, I know you see a lot of people and you think we're just BSing and we're putting up sources and things like that. No, this is 247. I am on Google right now. Yesterday they said it would be T Martin. Thomas Brown is looking to be the USC running back coach from Miami. So I'm gonna give him a nice little clap. I had mad love for Thomas Brown. He was our offensive coordinator. Lingard think about transferring too? Hmm. Why would Lingard transfer? Is Cam Davis that good? Can I get some more thumbs up in chat, y'all? Like, subscribe, comment. The boy director show. Is Davis that guy like that? Man, Mike Steve say he is. Lingard thinking about transferring. Tate thinking about coming. All right. So I'm sorry. I kind of how you feel about the hire? I love it, Jamie. I love the hire. It was not on our list. You saw our last video, but at the same time, we did give you a fine print. Me and Mike did saying that if we were going to get an offensive coordinator from either Clemson or Alabama, we would not know till after the national championship game. We did give that disclaimer. Joseph Holmes says he wants Tate Martell. Why do you say, Joseph? He wants Tate Martell. Tate Martell. Anybody on the old Ohio State guy? I watched his um, quarterback. It wasn't Elite 11, but it was another. It was another thing that they showed. It wasn't Elite 11 or something like that, but it was a quarterback camp. He looked good. He has awesome footwork, but that's like saying a short point guard that's 5'8" doesn't have good footwork. So yes, I know. Yeah, they did. That would give us 3 Bishop Garwin players that played Bishop Garmin, Las Vegas. They were orange and I think brown, something like that, orange and blue. They're beasts out there in Las Vegas, but that would give us 3 players to play on the same team, which is always dope. I mean, I love players that play with each other. Lingard, our next Willis McGahee. Anybody agree with that one in the chat? And we are going to be taking a phone call here soon. Back to you. I love Lingard. I call him Flash. Hey, Winston, thank you so much for the subscription. You guys, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Um, honestly, my page has grown so much. If I can get 1,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is June 19th, man, I'm telling you, we're gonna give out shirts. I'm gonna be sending y'all stuff nonstop. My wife's already designing the slapping TVU shirts, so or you slapping shirts. So yeah. Thank you, M. Oh, all right. NMD, that's you. All right, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, man, I definitely check out your stuff. I got a bell on there, so I like checking you out. Lingard, I'm a Gemini. 6/19/83. I'm a Gemini. I'll be 36 this year. And I'm also a rapper, Calvin Capone. Have you guys do like hip hop music and that real hip hop music, not that whining shit? If you like a UGK, A Ball, MJG, Pimp C, 3 6 Mafia, you will like Calvin Capone. So check me out. Yes, yes. So let's talk. Oh, 18th of June? Dope. That's dope, man. Gemini's be in the house. I think my birthday's on a Wednesday this year, which is weird as fuck. and then Falls Day is right around the corner, so it's like a double whammy. Anybody, and actually, I'm gonna ask two more questions, and then we're gonna switch over. And Mike call me in, and I'm gonna let Mike take the stage. My boy Mike Steves, he is a coach down there in the great orange state of Florida, where the girls wear the bikinis to Publix. You ever went to a Publix early in the morning? Publix, I'm like 8 in the morning. You can buy liquor inside the Publix. I live in Georgia. You can't do that shit. These girls walk in there with bikinis. Woo! I'm talking about. Sorry, I got too excited. Lingard's dope. Nothing's wrong with Lingard. Lingard, um, Jaron Williams, and who's the other quarterback that we'll probably even never heard his name. They all got in trouble after some game, but I think it's just because they knew they weren't going to play. Once you take Perry out and the other players like, oh, I ain't going to play anyway. Hey, I'm partying too. That's why I quit playing football in college. I was partying. Don't tell nobody. All right. Anybody think there is a reason why we cannot get Jalen Hurts? Did have any injury? I think he'd be fine. Hey, Mike. Anybody in Florida? Where is Miami's spring game at? And are the tickets free? Because I would drive. That's summertime. I would drive down there and bring the kids just to watch the spring game. Is it going to be in Sun Life? Brandon said he don't think the offensive coordinator stamped it. Anybody know if the game's going to be in Sun Life for the spring game? Yes, I know. Oklahoma is looking for a quarterback. Uh, not on. No, they're actually looking for two quarterbacks, Mike. So not only did the Heisman Murray leave, and then the guy that was backing him up is just put his name in the transfer at Oklahoma. I just seen it today. So it's at Hard Rock, and yes, it's free. All right, I'm definitely coming down. As soon as we get the dates, we will drive down there. Me, the kids, the wife, we will drive down there. As long as it's on like a Saturday, hey, we're up there. We'll drive down there, hang out, and drive back on Sunday. Dan Enos, Eons, Enos. Somebody say Eons. I mean, that's so exciting. All right, yeah, no problem. Yeah, damn. All right, Mike, let's go ahead and get that situated. All right, actually, Mike, we're going to get into this. Shoot, I'm already almost 8 o'clock. Again, my name is George Chill, Slapping TV. If you guys have not liked and subscribed, please do. I really appreciate all this stuff, you guys. And also, I did put my donation information in the comment section. So if you can and you will, please donate to the channel. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Um, my boy Mike is calling in. Cyber TV. Here we go. What up, Mike? Slapper TV. What's happening? Good, good, good. I'm about to put the mic on you because I'm gonna have you go over some stuff for me. All right. You doing all right today? All right. What you trying to get me to go over? All right. So what? First off, what do you think about the hire?
I like the hire. Like you said, we did say that if it is going to be a hire after the championship game, it's probably a Clemson or Alabama fan.
Yeah.
Coach. So I do like the hire. One, and what we expect of him, I thought it was going to be the guy from Clemson. Not going to lie.
Okay.
And that's why all these people you pay attention. I really don't sit back and read 24/7 or State of the U because all it is guessing on there, bro.
Yeah.
That's legit all it is, and they're just trying to get reads. It's just like YouTube, just we're gonna clickbait just to get freaking views. All that is.
Yep. Very true. Very true. So do you think that we got a possibility of getting Jalen Hurts? I mean, well, let me see. Do you think this raises our possibility of getting Jalen Hurts? And what can I give? Can you give me a percentage?
1 second. I'm in the living room.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
My girl complaining at me because I'm on the phone, being loud.
Always,
Anyway.
always.
No, what was your question?
All right, so can you give a percentage that you think this gives us of getting Jalen Hurts now that we have his former offensive coordinator?
I think that don't think that people. I don't think he has the experience. He has the caliber. He's worked with the caliber of skills that we've had, but something doesn't seem like right about it to me personally. I feel like we've tried to get Applewhite, we tried to get all them, and this is our last like hope. You know what I mean? Because we could have got. I feel one, I kind of knew Applewhite wasn't coming due to the fact of what's it called. He was a head coach, and he doesn't want to. He wants to run his own thing. I'll tell you that right now.
Of course.
Same as what's his name?
Fedora.
North Carolina.
Fedora. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do like the hire. Don't get me wrong. To be able to coach in a national championship game, he does have the caliber. He did bring when he was at Central Michigan.
Yeah.
He did bring a team that's never won a bowl game to 2 straight bowl games and 1 win.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So he can build. Now he's 50 years old. One, I don't.
Yeah, he's an old head. He's
He's an old head. You know what I mean? That's why I think I kind of figured. I kind of felt Manny was going to go old at OC because he wanted somebody with experience that he doesn't have to teach. He knows this guy knows what the fuck he's doing at OC.
Yeah.
And he can bring in somebody young, teach them how to do it. You know what I mean? That's why he didn't want to have to worry about the offense. You know
most definitely.
He's literally giving full reign to this guy.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, when it's kind of tricky. I mean, I know we had our list, and a lot of people have. Manny Diaz actually said in one of his interviews today that that Enos was actually he was his number one, and he had already spoke with him, but of course they weren't going to say any news until after the bowl game.
Yeah, well, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think the Applewhite and all the head coach crap was done and over with after the first time they brought it up. I'm not gonna lie to you. And when he kind of felt it when Manny was like, "Look, all you're gonna hear all these little things and little people throwing jabs out there about who the OC is."
Mm-hmm.
I'm not remembering the words. I apologize.
He said something. Yeah, that was about right what he said.
You know what I mean? You guys, he basically said you guys are throwing all these jabs out about who the OC is, and I haven't even signed nobody yet, basically. So you guys basically telling us to shut the hell up and be quiet. You know what I mean? Like, what head coach first year ever comes up to your wide receiver, looks at your fans and tells them, "Look, don't believe all the bullshit. Shut up. You're good."
Exactly.
He's got balls. He has balls for what he's doing right now.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I don't care about Fedora. He can go to Alabama.
I was looking at that too. Yeah, I mean that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Saban leaves because I know he did just get offered a NFL job, but look how he did in the NFL last time. He's a college coach, but he's about done, bro. He's looking. If you sit down and look at him,
he looks exhausted.
Worn out.
Yeah, he looks mad exhausted, man.
Sat on a corner for fucking 10 years.
Mm-hmm. He looks exhausted. I'll definitely give you that.
You know what I mean? So, but building a championship team like that, it is exhausting. Now, this offensive coordinator, what's his name? I don't remember.
Dan Enos.
You're gonna remember that. I've always remembered. I'll remember that for the other kid. Anyways, no, this guy. If you notice, he basically runs the one-back system a lot. He does like the eye.
Yeah, I did see some of that.
The one-back is really open. And I watched a couple of the games of Alabama today, and one thing I do notice is on first and second down, he loves that 2 tight end single back. Loves it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But he'll pass. He likes to pass out of that too. You know what I mean? And he's not scared. One thing I have to notice, he's not scared to confuse everybody and go 5 wide on a first down. He is extremely.
I did see some of that today.
And I like that.
I did see some of that today for sure. Yeah.
You know, he's extremely risk taking. You know what I mean? Now, I don't. I feel we're gonna get hurt. You know what I mean? Once he steps into Miami, like you said, it's a wrap. I
Yeah.
think. But and there's nothing really. You're not. Hurts wants to go to a team that's a contender already. Really, if you sit back and look at it, and I think Maryland is out of the question. I really do.
Yeah, I
don't
don't
see him
think.
going to Maryland because one, he's not from there. Two, they don't even think about. They're not even thinking about a championship. I would be surprised if they're even thinking about a bowl game.
Honestly, I agree. I mean, they play
Yeah,
in
but I mean,
in the
I
big
could
school,
see
the big conference
Oklahoma
from up
sneaking
north.
in there.
Yeah.
I could see Oklahoma sneaking in there. I could and if they sneak in there, don't be surprised, dude, if he goes and takes a visit over there. Because one, there's no competition at all for the starting job.
Nope.
None whatsoever. Plus they just got Hazelwood, the number one receiver in the nation. And the talent that the receivers that they have around them, Kim, already is extremely up there. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't be surprised if Oklahoma gives him a ball.
You know what? I honestly, the only school I could see him not going to Miami for is Oklahoma. They've had the last two national champion or last two Heisman's, and they've been in the running for national championship the last 2, 3, 4 years. Either being a 4 or 5 or a 6. Yeah, so I mean, I could definitely see them having an opportunity to get him. But I think, and you let me know what you think, but I honestly think that when he comes down, he's in Maryland today, and he's supposed to come down this weekend. That's per ESPN. What's up, Tyler? Um, I honestly think that if he leaves Miami and he does not sign that paperwork, he's not coming.
I agree, but I think that I don't. Let me rephrase. I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? He might come visit and just sit back and think about it. You know what I mean? But like I seen in something with Brandon's put. No, not Brandon. Yeah, I'm sorry, Brandon. I feel like every time you put something, I feel like I'm disagreeing with you, dude. I no hard feelings. It's not that I put a decision on you, bro, at all. I'm sorry about that. But no, if Hurts comes, I honestly think he's gonna land and sign. That's what I think's gonna happen. But if he doesn't sign, I don't see him not coming. You know what I mean? I see him going back home to Houston, relaxing with his family, giving it some time. A couple days later, all right, make my choice. You know what I mean?
All right, so GV just posted AI.com reporter who follows Alabama said that WQAM that Hurts is much more likely to go to University of Miami because of the new offensive coordinator and his relationship with Enos. Now, I'm pretty sure that might be his opinion. I agree though because of the fact that he's going into a system he already knows. This is here. He's not going to get his doctorate degree. He's not going to, he wants to win and he wants it to be easy. And his offensive coordinator from literally from Monday is in 305 right now, officially. So from Monday to 305 in a week.
Yeah.
That's like just continue it on. He already know the defense is slapping. So really all he's got to do is go out there and that honestly could boost how good we will be on offense because not only do you have a offensive coordinator quarterback coach that knows the offense because this is offense, you also have a quarterback that already knows offense. So you're not just looking at the offensive coordinator, quarterback coach to teach the receivers and running backs. You got a 5th-year senior who knows this offense that is also teaching. So it's like a trifecta, you know.
Yeah,
you got.
I agree with that, and that's why I think that. And the only reason I'm telling you right now, if we hired this OC and they didn't get along, first would have been like, all right,
I'm not coming.
I'm not even coming down for a visit.
Exactly.
So for him to come down for a visit just shows that all right, they were good together.
Well, yeah, I mean, we discussed that earlier. I think we both said that the only ups and downs that you have with this is either he was Team Tua or he was Team Hurts, right?
Yeah, she said that. I didn't say nothing after that. I was like, you're right.
and
Come get back
and
to
and
work.
if he was somewhat on Team Hurts and like, I want you to do better, I want you to play, I want you to start, and then boom, he already
In
knows
my
he's.
personal opinion, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly think Hurts is better than Tua.
I do too. I think Tua has some
And
games.
that's not me saying to
I,
saying this just to try to get. Hopefully, he hears it once and he comes here. No, I sat back and I saw, like, you sit back and look at these games that when Tua's doing trash, like Georgia as SEC championship. If it wasn't for Hurts coming in and taking over,
they would have lost to Georgia.
I know Tua got injured, but if Hurts didn't come in, Tua wasn't playing that great.
They need Hurts regardless in that game.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, if they would have played Hurts early in the Clemson game, it would have been closer. Anybody
Yeah.
disagree with that? I would have brought his ass in after 2 series.
Hurts in with one drive left in a game.
That's
when
nothing.
You're getting blown out like that.
Guess what?
Extremely disrespectful, and that's why he put his transfer paper in.
And you know what? Honestly, and I'm you guys can disagree. Please let me know what you think. That was a straight up Mark Richt bowl game decision. Like, we waited all game to put N'Kosi Perry in, and it was too late. Alabama did the same thing.
And I know there's going to be a couple guys in the chat that disagree. I don't like Perry.
I don't.
Like him.
What don't you like about him? Let me know.
I just being at the game. I went to the Duke game, right?
Okay.
One, I feel like he's a bigger, taller, slower Malik Rozier. His accuracy is not that great. He has an arm. The kid could throw freaking 80 yards if he wanted to, I think.
Yeah.
But I feel like his short throw accuracy, those dink and dunks, aren't there. And if you look, that's all they ran with him.
True.
You know what I mean? He doesn't know the playbook. And as a redshirt freshman, not knowing the playbook, and the reason why I say that is because all you're doing is throwing freaking 10-yard, 7-yard curls, 10-yard posts. That's all. It's 5-yard ins and outs and stuff like that.
Quick slants, yeah.
Routes. That's all you're throwing with him. So that just shows me that you don't know the offense like that.
I agree.
And especially as a redshirt freshman, you should know that playbook like ins and outs. Because last year you couldn't even play. You didn't even play. So why not study? That just shows me he's not in it for football. He's talented. That's why he's in it.
Yeah.
It's the only thing he's good at is football. You know what I'm saying? Now, Williams, he should have been in Perry's spot. He should have been got a shot. You had 4 games to play him, and I don't even think you put him in 1. See what the kid has. No one knows what Williams has, but I'm telling you right now, if we get hurt, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I absolutely could see that.
Now, this goes to one of Brandon's old posts about how he thinks Hurts' arm strength isn't there now, and how he's more of a runner. I'm on stats, ESPN stats right now, and don't get me wrong, I kind of see what you're talking about, but I gotta disagree, Brandon, because one, Hurts' stat as a freshman quarterback was 382 attempts with 240 completions, a 62.8 completion percentage. He had over 2,780 yards, average 7.3 yards a throw. 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. 9 interceptions. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Now, if you go over to Trevor Lawrence, they are going to be better. Not really the percentage. The percentage is right there. He threw more, yes. 397 attempts with 259 completions. So he had the same amount of completions, but threw more. No, threw 2 more. Sorry. Or somewhere around there. And he had a 65.2 completion rating. He threw for over 3,000 yards. Now, I see he's not a running quarterback.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Now, he had 30 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Now, he has 4 less interceptions, 5 less interceptions than him. Right? But 9 interceptions in a season, that's not that bad. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And he had 7 more touchdowns as a running quarterback without Jalen Hurts. That's pretty freaking man.
Yeah, for someone who's got some legs on him. Yeah, most definitely.
Exactly. And Hurts, yes, you are right, Brandon. He's a running quarterback, but he's got an arm, and I can't agree that his arm isn't there. Arm talent isn't there because but he has ran for over 900 yards his freshman season
Mm-hmm.
in 100 and something attempts. Now that's crazy.
Let me,
Crazy good stats right there with the running.
Joseph. Hey, Mike. Joseph Holmes says we're sleeping on Tate Martell. What's your downside on him?
I don't know, man. I just feel like Tate, one, I think he's what, 5'11"?
Man, if they say he's 5'11", they bullshit. That boy's short. He's probably like 5'8". I seen him in cleats. That boy's like 5'8", 5'10", max.
We'll look it up right now.
I don't know what the hell they're gonna say, but you can might as well subtract an inch from that. That boy's short. He's like shorter than Russell Wilson. In that short, he's got great foot movement, but I mean, what short person doesn't have good?
5'11" and 209 pounds. Now, one, I'm sorry. Yes, he's talented. He has an arm. But you're not going to see over the middle when your center is freaking 6'3".
Nope. Or more.
You're not going to see. The only things you're going to see, you're throwing into freaking. You're going to have to scramble just to be able to see. You know what I mean? He's a Russell Wilson. Exactly. He's a Russell Wilson.
Yeah, you got to move the pocket a lot.
I don't think Russell Wilson would fit in our type of scheme.
Okay, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. GV says it appears that Enos developed Hurts in such a significant way that this year at Alabama, Hurts wants to continue that process rather than go with a new coach. Like I said, guys, if Hurts thought that he was NFL ready, he would have left for the NFL. If Hurts thought that he needed 1 year under his belt, why wouldn't he, in a logical person standpoint, go with the same OC?
The only reason Hurts were to go to the NFL right now, he'd be a 3rd-round draft pick.
I agree. I can see, or a third day, like a 3 to 7, yeah.
Now he's only doing this just because he wants to have a better draft choice.
Mm-hmm.
He wants money. That's the only reason he's transferring, or he would have entered the draft.
If he comes to Miami and let's say he throws for 3,000, rushes for 1,000 in 1 year, and that's not a big stretch, you guys. Not in the ACC.
That's actually a lot.
Well, 3,000 yards and rush for 1,000. All right, yeah. So let's say, well, I mean, you said he did 900 his freshman year. That's SEC. What'd you say?
Let's say he does the stats that he did as a freshman: 2,700 yards throwing,
okay,
900 rushing.
Okay, so close, yeah. So I mean, maybe I overestimated a little bit, but that's SEC. That's SEC though.
He's definitely a top 1st-round draft pick,
or at least a 2nd round. Can he do that at Maryland?
You know what I mean? At least.
Can he do it?
Right
but can he do that at Maryland?
Look, out of Tua, Tate Martell, and Hurts, one, how tall is Tua actually?
5'11".
Out of all of them, he has the better look as a quarterback. One, he's 6'1" or 6'2", one of the two. He's faster.
Mm-hmm.
I think personally, yeah, Tua has a better arm, but speed weighs on Hurts' side. I think Hurts is the best quarterback of all 3 of them. Not gonna lie to you. I think Tua is showing in this national championship he doesn't know what to do under pressure. He's never really played in a pressure game, and every single game that he's played in that has pressure, he goes down or he gets out.
I think a lot of SEC fans overexceed what the SEC is. SEC has always been big boys pounding ground. They're not used to seeing a lot of speed. Georgia's brought a lot of speed over the years, and Alabama's brought a lot of speed. Clemson brought that straight South Florida ACC speed. Florida State, Florida, and Miami always have, and I think that is, and I mean on defense, that is what got him shook.
it's gonna. I think when Hurts hits the ground, he's gonna sign once he sees it. And I'm telling you right now, and this is, I know it's nothing to be freaking follow, but you got to remember, the only people that Hurts has followed on Twitter is Coach Manny Diaz and 3 freaking Miami Hurricane players. He hasn't followed no one from Maryland. He hasn't followed no one from Oklahoma.
I think
on Twitter, he's only followed Miami.
I mean, that's a pretty state with a pretty state. I mean, you're like, who wouldn't want to go to Miami? You know, I think, like I said, the offensive coordinator is really going to help the game, and we're getting a lot of transfers that are like, I mean, I told you earlier today, I honestly think that Miami's going to do something that I can't remember the last time that was done in college football. It's been done in college basketball plenty of times, and it done in NBA all the time.
One and dones are every year in basketball.
Exactly, but this is basically a one and done type of scenario. You get the offensive coordinator you want. You got a defense that you know you ain't got to worry about. You know, now the only downfall we have is offensive line. But if you look at Maryland's offensive line, they can't hold a torch to us. And in Oklahoma's offensive line, I would say probably a little bit bigger than ours because they got some core fed boys like I like.
Oklahoma has one of the better offensive lines in the nation.
They do. But I just honestly agree that Miami is the best fit, and I'm not just saying that as a fan. But I honestly think that would be the move. His offensive coordinators here. He can go to Oklahoma all he wants to. They can bring the cheerleaders out. They can bring the sororities out. They can bring the dean out, whatever. They can take him to the stadium, whatever. They can show him the cow patchers.
I heard, honestly,
like
about this other kid looking. I know this recruit that is supposedly a hard commit to Georgia, Plumlee.
Yes, you were talking about him.
4.39 40.
Wow.
As a quarterback.
Wow.
And can throw over 60 fucking yards.
That's ridiculous.
Crazy talented, but I think he's going to stay in Georgia because Palmer has what? 1 more year left and he's going pro?
I mean, I could see Fromm going pro next year.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Man, that's going to suck for Georgia. They lost a lot of players. Alabama lost 4 players today to...
And that's the issue about getting, let me get a 5-star recruit this year. Let me get a 5-star recruit quarterback next year.
Yeah.
The year after that. No, bro. You don't do that because then that just, what they're doing is they're just taking the talent away from all the other schools. That's all it is. Let me just snag him so I know that this team isn't going to freaking be good next year or have a quarterback.
I mean, that's what Alabama does in the SEC. They got all these players that are 4- and 5-star players. Most of them only play 1 full year.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to explain this about Alabama real quick. Their backups, and I'm not going to lie to you, this year, Alabama's backups were 75% Miami Hurricane starters.
I believe it. Oh, I believe it, no doubt. And at least 75% of them were from the state of Florida anyway.
Yes, Patrick Surtain Jr. came from South Florida. Jerry Jeudy came from South Florida. Who else? I know there's one more I know of. Fuck, I forgot.
But yeah, they get a lot of South Florida talent. Honestly, I could see this. I could see 2019 being Nick Saban's last year. Especially if he has another year like he did. And I'm not going to say another year like it was bad, but, you know, he's only about one thing, and that's winning.
Look, I'm going to tell you something right now. If he doesn't get that offense together, I see him retiring this year.
I can see that.
Hold on. It's loud. But, no, honestly, I honestly feel that, what's it called? Saban is done.
I could see him getting ready to get up out of there.
Even if it's not this year. I see him done.
Yeah, I could say next year. I mean, if I were to put my money on, I'd say next year. But I also said I put my money on Mark Richt lasting 3 more years, and he was gone this year. So you might be right. It could be this year. Man, I don't think there was anybody love, hate, or disagree with Mark Richt. No one thought he was leaving this year. So it's really interesting.
No, you're right. In part,
Um,
Sorry, I was stating something I saw in the chat.
no, I got another. I got something else that just came up. This just came up. Alabama's 2020 quarterback commit. I know this is far out. His name is Beck, but he says he's intrigued by Miami, and this is inside the U. Yeah, and it just popped up. Like I said, that's years out. I mean, it's no big deal, but a lot can happen between there. But yeah, 2020 quarterback commit back. So I think you never know, you guys. But
You're breaking up again. You're going muffled.
okay, well, it's no problem, man. Actually, we're gonna get ready to get off here soon. It's about 8:30. I gotta cook some dinner for the kids and the family and all that stuff. Mike, we will stay in touch, and we'll probably be going live here soon. Soon as we find out this Jalen Hurts situation. If it's not tomorrow,
Yeah,
it'll
whenever
probably be
you're
Sunday.
back on, Don. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Later.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for letting me on, guys. Hope you guys like it. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you.
Hello. Again, that's my boy Mike Steves. We do a lot of stuff. Mike talks and calls me every day, early in the morning, late at night. He texts me, whatever. We go through all the stuff. So, uh, yeah, Parth. I honestly think he's gonna decommit soon too. I think he might wait. He's got time, um, but we'll see. And again, I want to thank Mike for always being a contributor to this page. Um, he always does a lot of good research for me and stuff like that. He gets out there and doing stuff. And we're gonna be doing some new stuff for you guys. And again, us Director Chill Stopping TV. I do put the donation information in there. We're I'm actually looking probably gonna go have to buy a new computer tomorrow, and we're gonna get some stuff set up for you guys. So, we're gonna expand the page, new backgrounds, things like that. Um, I'll be running my boom mic again. You guys ain't gotta look at the gold mic, all good stuff. But again, I want to thank everybody for coming to the page. Please like, subscribe, and comment. If you guys are not um a regular on this channel, please do. Please be. And we're going to continue to grow this channel for you guys. But again, it's Director Chill Stopping TV. I hope you guys enjoy your night. We love you. Enjoy your weekend. Be careful. Be safe. I will get in touch with you as soon as we hear the information about Jalen Hurts and anything worth hollering at you. And love you guys. Holla. Peace.